So it's Sunday, March 20th.
Okay. Yeah, but Daddy, what I really want to say to Daddy is that the reason why it looks a bit weird is because I don't have a lot of technic, so I didn't really have like all the flat pieces to cover
It looks beautiful. Don't worry about that.
And all the windows. But I think it's the way it's cool and it does that counts. So here's what it does. So first I'll turn it on. I can go. It might not have good steering yet, which I'm gonna fix. So then that's for steering. Then there's this. So then there's the hook, the crane hook. So it can pull up and down. You can turn this tank gear to go up and lift things from far away. Go down, pick it up, and lift it back up, put it here, and do whatever. So then that's cool. And to get in lock, all you need to do is just twist it forward a bit, so it's on the diagonal, and then it's locked. For the back one, I can't really get it locked, so it would have to go down. But with this, if you either turn this, then for this, if you turn this gear or this gear at the back, it would do this. It can dump and then go back, and dump and then go back.
Okay, I'm going to zoom in. Do that again while I zoom in. Okay. So we were up at 5 in the morning building Lego. And Samuel didn't get enough building Lego, so he went back and started building some more. This time, his own creation rather than following instructions. Putting various set ideas together, including some motors that he's taken out of a set. These are power function motors.
And also I'm thinking I'm going to make like a big box that this can lift up.
So can you show me how the crane works again from a side angle?
From here?
Yeah.
So if you pull here, this pulls it up and down.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can also turn it. There's only one connection.
Can you show me how you would like fold it away or crank it away and make it shorter?
Okay, so then if you turn this tank gear down, this way, I'll turn it so then you can see better. When I turn it, it goes down. But if I put it forward, but then push this top piece here forward, then that'll get it to lock while it's strong enough. Like, it might be able to carry, I haven't tested it. And then it can scoop and not scoop. And then it can also, like, pick up or not pick up. And just pick up in front of him and beside him, and then lift it up, dump it into the box. And then after it's in the box, you move this away and dump it away.
Okay, for people who don't know about Technic, can you show people which is the motor, the receiver, the battery box, and the controller?
Oh, because I couldn't get this even, the receiver is on, like, it's uneven. So there's, like, a receiver here, and on this side there's nothing. So that was one, like, problem with this Technic. So for Technic fans might not like this.
I like the asymmetry, actually. It looks kind of interesting to me.
So there's this. This is the battery. So this is the receiver. This is the battery box. And these are the motors, large motors. And this is the remote control.
Well, I didn't get the remote control in the video. Okay, can you explain what the orange middle button does in the remote control?
This controls the frequency. So if you put your receiver at frequency 1, there's also a switch on here. I'll just take it out to show you. 1. Like I'll put it at 1. Then this is at 3, so it wouldn't work. It would drive a different car that has number 3. So if I would turn it to number 1, I'll just put this in to protect it. It would go forward and back.
Are you doing both engines forward and back at the same time?
I could, or I could just do one or the other.
Okay, why don't you reconnect the
receiver?
So we can test out some things about reversing the polarity on the receiver.
What do you mean? Oh, that.
The little black buttons. You can show people what happens.
If I turn this up, then I don't exactly know how this works yet, but when I turn this up, then they both go in opposite directions. Opposite directions. If I did this, then it'd be down, this would be up, this would be... So this
So you can basically change the direction of the rotation with those black buttons.
And then I did that, if I did this, then it would go forward would be backward and backward would be forward.
That's interesting.
So I'll show you. So now I'm going to go forward and backward. And then if I fix it, I go forward, backward.
Now those are both same?
Yeah.
And what happens if you flick one of those black switches and do it?
Like this?
Just one of them, and then you go... Oh, it doesn't like it, does it?
Yeah, I wouldn't like it, but I couldn't.
You'd have to be on like a really low traction surface.
Because it goes in opposite directions, and then so these wheels would have to slide, and that would be impossible. It's not doing like a 360. Yeah. But I'm gonna test its strength. Let's see if it can push these. I don't know if it'll be able to like have something to push, like be able to push it.
What about like that?
Oh yeah, like that maybe.
No, we gotta make sure the polarity is all corrected now.
What? Yeah, it's not corrected. Now I'm gonna check it. Yeah, good. Test complete.
Oh wow, it's almost got enough traction to push that chair around. It's starting to slip on the...
And it has a lot of traction, especially because of these wheels and because the motor at the front. Which, if it's pushing, it's really good at the front. If it's pulling, it's really good at the back.
Interesting.
And it depends how fast the motor goes. Because if it's a slow motor, it'd be stronger. But if it goes quick, it would just go whoop, and then it would just fall back and...
And the location of the motors, and is that sort of experimentation that taught you that?
Yep.
But where to place the motors?
Papa,
And now let's see if it can drive over this stump.
Oh. This is pretty cool. I think this is your first self-designed powered car. Well, let's go using wheels instead of tracks. We've made some with tracks before.
Instead of using tracks, then I have to agree with you.
Okay, because all the ones we made with tracks, you were able to do the turning with the tracks reversing direction. And this one, you don't have that as the way to do it. But I really like this design.
Can it go? It's not that quick because it's pretty heavy. And it's more of a heavy-duty car, not a race car.
Well, I love it, Samuel. It's 100% your own design. Did you find any moments in your design, I'm wondering, where you found any frustrations that you had to overcome?
No.
Came together pretty easily?
Yep. Except for it took a bit of time, because I'm not like a master yet.
So the main frustration is when you don't have the time and people say, oh, we're going to have to do other things.
Yeah.
Like, it's time to vacuum.
Yeah. Which is never going to happen. Well, they'll say it, but I won't do it.
You won't do the vacuuming?
Of course I won't. Today's a weekend.
Vacuuming?
Yep.
Do you like vacuuming?